What's good, YouTube? It's your man CJKyles checking in once again, back with another video. Now, if you're brand new to the channel, please hit that like, subscribe, and leave a comment after you finish watching the video. It helps me out and lets YouTube know that you appreciate what we're doing over here. My name is CJKyles. I am a licensed practical nurse, and I talk nursing with a different spin on it. If you're looking for pathophysiology and all that, you won't find that here. But I talk about the fly side and not the not so fly side of nursing, but just with my spin on it. Man, I just want to chop it up with y'all real quick, man, because I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest about something, and this is gonna be an interesting video because I'm gonna keep it so real. You want to know the reason I go so hard with nursing? Why I work the way I work? Why sometimes, my girl tell me, you gotta rest, why I like to work 60 hours in a week, because I'm on 60 hours, like after this shift, it'll be 60 hours in a week. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you that motivation, what makes me go hard. And I've said to y'all before that, I love to travel. I do, and that is a factor. It is a factor, but the primary motivation for me going as hard as I go is because I have a fear of going broke. You dig? A fear of going broke. And when I say I have that fear, I don't ever want to be in a situation to where we finna get put out, or I have to be on aid and food stamps and all that stuff. If you need help, then get the help. But, it's a pride thing with me. I enjoy being able to pay for my food on my own. I enjoy being able to do things without the government's help. And I never, ever want to be in a position to where I have to need those things, where I have to depend on the government, where I have to depend on food stamps for my survival as a man. That is why I go so hard with nursing. My story is probably the same as a lot of you. They didn't grow up rich. You know what I'm saying? We didn't grow up rich, and we wasn't like in the dirt and nothing like that, but we didn't grow up rich. But I don't ever want to be to the point to where, I'm really just on my butt. That's why I go so hard. You know what I'm saying? And like, I know people be like, oh, well, you take this many trips, blah, 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 blah. Listen, even though that's my business, listen, I'm not spending $5,000 per trip. You dig? And if I was, that's my business, but I'm not doing it. I'm very conscious of the moves that I make. I'm very aware of the moves that I make, and I plan accordingly. You dig what I'm saying? I don't ever want to be in a situation where I have to ask another grown person for some money. As a man, you know what I'm saying? As a man, I'm only speaking for me. And, I don't know what y'all situations are. Sometimes you got to do things, and I get that, and I'm not judging. I'm not saying, like that, but I'm only speaking for CJKyles. And as a man, Lord willing, I never want to have to ask another man or woman for some money. I never want to do that. And I've been in situations before where I've needed help and I've gotten help. I've definitely been in situations like that, but it's been a long time. It's been quite a while since I've asked, for help when it comes to that. When it comes like financially, it's been a long time. Like I will go on my last dollar now before I go ask somebody for some paper. You dig? Maybe it's a pride thing, it's a man thing, it's an ego thing. I don't know. Call it whatever you want to call it, but I'm not gonna do. I will, if I'm asking first, and I like. First of all, if I was, it's only two people that I would even ask for money if I was ever in that situation ever again. You know what I'm saying? But Lord willing, humbly, I'm hoping I will never be in that situation again. That's why I go so hard now. That is my motivation. That's my fear. I don't ever want to be in that situation. And to the people that take advantage of the system, take advantage of the fact that you can do work, but you don't want to do the work, shame on you, man. Shame on you, because there's people out here who really can't do anything for themselves that need that help. Like can't do nothing, can't get up, can't, you know what I'm saying, that are really disabled. People who are in chronic pain every single day. And you taking from them, the people that actually need the help. Because let's keep it a buck. A lot of y'all don't need the help. A lot of y'all just, y'all fugazi with it. You dig? A lot of y'all just want lazy. And I swear on everything I love, it ain't nothing worse than a lazy man. You dig? Nothing is worse than a lazy, able-bodied man. My pops can probably count from a child to now how many times I've asked him for money. And my pops actually told me one time, he said, CJ, I got grown friends in their 50s that ask me for money constantly. And my own son has maybe asked 3 times in his life. In his whole life. And I knew those times you asked me was because you really needed it. And I haven't asked my father for money probably in about a good 10, 12, 13 years. You know what I'm saying? I was like 18 probably the last time I asked my dad for some money. 18, 17. So like, I don't know. And I think it's like a pride thing, but like, that's why I go so hard. Like, my nursing license is how I eat. You dig? My nursing license is everything. It's my golden ticket, my resource, how I get my resources. This is how I eat. This is how I survive. This is how I do all the things that I do. This is why I don't be around the dusties. You dig? I don't care about trying to show how down I am. I don't care about trying to be in the club. I don't care about trying to be up in the streets with old friends. I don't care about none of that stuff at all, bruh. At all. You know what I care about? I care about making this paper. I care about staying on my purpose. I care about the grind. I care about not being broke. I care about doing the things that I love to do. I care about seeing the world. I care about stuff like that. And shout out to I believe her name is Michaela, but she made that hashtag in my comments, Black Luxury Matters. I care about that. You dig? I don't ever want to go broke. Ever. I am on my purpose right now. I am on my grind, and nothing or nobody can get in the way of that. Nobody. You did, because I'm laser focused. I refuse to be broke. I refuse to be broke. I refuse to be broke. And that fear of going broke is what keeps me going. The days when I'm real tired, or I may be in pain or something like that, I just think about the lifestyle I want to live and not having that. Sometimes that's all the motivation that you need. And then on top of that too, one thing that I'm starting to realize is that what you listen to and what you see, what you watch, a lot of that affects your mindset. I'm starting to notice that. I notice that when I watch some foolery or some foolishness, it kind of affects my energy. You dig? When I sit up and watch foolishness and things that makes no sense, or things that, if I just sit on social media all day, it really messes with my energy. And I'm becoming conscious of that and aware of that. That's why I really cut out like a lot of stuff like that. I don't listen to a lot of the same music that I used to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like every now and then, I like my hood music, but I cut a lot of that out. And I'm really trying to stop completely, because it's really just nonsense. And I don't even want that kind of energy around me on some real stuff. I cut out watching, I really don't watch a lot of TV to begin with, but I cut out watching reality shows and stuff like that. I still got my things I watch for entertainment every now and then, but I don't do it too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't take too much of that in, because it's not helping my grind. Like what I listen to now, like when I be at work and I got downtime, I'm listening to podcasts about getting money. I'm listening to how to stay on your purpose. I'm listening to how to keep on your grind. I'm listening to people like Kevin Samuels. I'm listening to people like Anton Daniels. I'm listening to people like Steph is Cold and FedEx Fearless and all them kind of guys that's talking about getting to the bag. That's talking about upgrading your life in every sense of in every sense. You know what I'm saying? Every aspect when it comes to money, finances, when it comes to getting your body right. Because that stuff is important. You dig? And that's another thing too. With this video, starting tomorrow, November 20, what day is it? It's November 27th. This video will be up in a few minutes. So November 27th, so November 28th, midnight. I'm asking you all, and I'm gonna hold myself, but I'm asking you all to be my accountability partners. I'm asking my subscribers to be my accountability partners, because I gotta get in shape. I'm telling you, the best nurse is a nurse that is taken care of physically and mentally. You know what I'm saying? If you are fat and out of shape, how you gonna give care to somebody else properly? You know what I'm saying? So I'm asking y'all to help me be my accountability partner. I weigh myself. I'm 335. So my goal within the next 30 days is to drop 15 pounds. That's my goal in the next 30 days. Hitting the gym 4 days a week. And that's my goal. And I'm asking y'all to please help me stay accountable. You know what I'm saying? I'm grown. I'm supposed to be accountable for myself, but I'm asking my YouTube family for help. You dig? Help me stay accountable. And I want to do the weekly weigh-ins on Sundays. Sunday's going to be the weekly weigh-in. So next Sunday, we're going to do a weigh-in. So for this week, I'm shooting for 5 pounds. So November 28th to next Sunday, I want to get in 5 pounds. Help me stay accountable. So now that now I got that part out the way, man, this is real, bro. I don't want to be broke. I want to be around people that want to live the life that I want to live. I want to be around the people that think like me. You know, one thing that I noticed, I'm like one of the hardest work. I'm probably like, and I'm not saying it like, I don't want to be the hardest working. I don't want to be the only person that's working the hardest in my circle. You know what I'm saying? If you're the hardest working person in your circle by miles, I'm like, you miles ahead, and you grinding, ain't nobody else grinding with you, but you around these people. You need to get around some new people. You need to get around new people. I'd rather walk alone than to be around people that's not on the same wavelength as me. That's backwards. That's backwards. I don't want to be around cats like that. I want to be around cats who trying to get to the bag. I want to be around cats who trying to live the life of seeing beautiful, luxurious places. I don't want to be around cats that's doing the same thing for the last 10 years. What are we doing? And sometimes that means loving other people from a distance. And I don't want to be around cats that relish in poverty. That's okay with being impoverished. That want to stay broke. Because let me tell you something. If you broke right now in 2021 and in 2022, and ain't nothing wrong with you physically and mentally, that's your fault. That is your fault. I'm going to keep it so real. If you are broke in 2021 right now and in 2022, and if you don't have some sort of disease physically and mentally, you capable of working, that is your fault. And you are going to stay there. And I'm really starting to see why the 10% is the 10%. You know why a lot of us are afraid to reach our potential, our full potential? Because there's a lot of cats that probably watch my channel and watch other channels that have everything it takes to be phenomenal people. But do you know the one thing that's probably holding them back? Is the fear of being by themselves. You know why? Because the other people won't work as hard as them. That was my problem. That was my problem for a long time. I used to be scared because I didn't want to leave my homies behind. I didn't want to leave my homies behind. I wanted to see the world with my homies, with the people I grew up with. I wanted all of us to go see the world together. Because my mindset was, if I can do it, why can't they do it? That was my mindset. If I can do it, why can't they do it? For a long time, that was my fear. But you know what? That's over with. I'm a grown man and they are grown men. What I won't do is pay another grown man's way. I will see this world alone and meet people who identify with the things that I believe along the way. There is absolutely no way I will pay for another able-bodied grown man. I don't care if you my family, blood by blood. I don't care if we grew up knowing each other since diapers. If I had to get it out the mud, so can you. You hear me? And that's what's holding a lot of us back. Because we are scared that once we become successful, we will be by ourselves. But guess what? Light attracts light. You may be alone for a while, but eventually you are going to get people that relate to you. You are going to get people that are going to come within your life because you ultimately attract what you are. So if you a loser, you're going to attract losers. And if you are a winner, you on your grind, you on your purpose, you getting your body right, you getting your money up, you getting your finances together, all the negative stuff is going to weed itself out. Nature will always get rid of it. If you steadily on the rise, all the dead weight will fall off. I promise you it will, because guess what? Because guess what? Either they're going to upgrade with you, or they're going to become so jealous that they fall off. And life will separate y'all. You dig? So, I know this was kind of a long video, but I just had to get that off my chest, man. So, let me know how y'all feel. Am I tripping? Am I doing too much? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see y'all in the next video. I bid you adieu. Deuces.